Hey, Coach Ryan here from Physical Culture and creator of Game Day Ready. We're gonna do some shoulder mobility. So this is gonna be for external rotation of the glenohumeral joint. We're gonna need a few things for our setup. One of them not mandatory, just nice to have. So we're gonna need blocks or anything to prop your head up and prop your elbow up. And then we're gonna also need some sort of a stick or just something to grab onto to push yourself in passively. So the setup for this side lying shoulder external rotation, or glenohumeral external rotation, is going to be set up like this. A couple things to note: my shoulders, I keep them nice and broad. I'm active here so that gravity is not smashing me into the floor. Okay. Once we got the shoulder in a good position, we're just using a block to align our cervical spine nicely, comfortably. We're going to set the shoulder up at 90 degrees, so not down here, not up here. 90 degrees from my torso, and then we're gonna have the elbow set at 90 degrees, okay? Now, if you don't have great mobility, you may only get to here, and then you can push yourself down, and that might be a stretch for you. If you have pretty decent mobility, you can go so far as to prop your elbow up on a block or something to just elevate the elbow a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do is just let the arm hang passively. So that's where we hang with the nervous system not engaged. So now what we're gonna do is take a hand, or if you've got really great mobility, sometimes this is kind of nice to have. I like to have a little bit of a handle here. I can push this down, I can grab it, however you wanna grip it, but that drives you into that passive range. So some of you may need this, some may not. So we're hanging out here, let's say in this passive range. I'm trying to work on getting more external rotation. That's gonna take time, okay? So I wanted to apply force to this joint over time in this position. So once I've sat there for a while, maybe 2 minutes, let's say, what we wanna do is start working on some PAILs and rails. Now, PAILs in this case, since the tissue is progressively getting longer on this direction, what we're gonna do is be recruiting that side by pushing upwards. So we're gonna engage all the tissue that causes rotation this way. For rails, it's the closing angle side. So we're gonna be trying to pull back down. So now I'm gonna hold back into that position. I'm pushing passively with my top hand. And we're gonna start to engage. Now I'm gonna push up, this is invisible. So what's happening here is I'm on a scale of 0 to 100, I'm gonna try to push up at about 10%. And I'm gonna slowly bring that effort up, depending on if I'm working on rehab or strength, like true strength training. I might go anywhere from like 20% to get a stimulus on up to 80 to 100%. Just depends on what we're working for, if this is a program you're following, what I've indicated on the program. So you're gonna hang out here for, let's say 20 to 40 seconds. From there, you're gonna take a long breath in and turn off the contraction, and then use the top arm to push the hand passively toward the ground. That's gonna drive me into greater external glenohumeral rotation. Once we've done that, we can do another round or two. If I've put it on a program for you, then go ahead and do whatever's assigned. But let's talk about rails now. So you know what PAILs was pushing upward, rails is gonna be pulling downwards. So now I'm fixing this point and then that passive range, and I'm going to just try to recruit all the muscles on the other side that bring me into external rotation. So I'm trying to work both sides of this joint with PAILs and rails in a passive range. And what that should do, let's say it's been 20 to 40 seconds, is one breath, relax, and go deeper. So I should get a good amount of passive range here while also getting strength training in this position. Okay, so we want the tissue to be compliant and allow us to get into more external rotation, but we also want to teach the nervous system how to recruit that tissue there or be strong in that position. So this is external rotation, PAILs, rails. Give that a try. If you got any questions on it, feel free to go ahead and drop a comment, and I'm happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.